Today's headlines. UN Security Council urges action on Gaza aid. UK to consider recognizing Palestinian state, Foreign Secretary Cameron says. China views Taliban ambassador acceptance as a standard diplomatic practice. Hello, my name is Maha Nouri from First Time News Network. Today is 31 January 2024. The UN Security Council has called for urgent measures to increase humanitarian aid to Gaza civilians. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the Council highlighted the dire and the rapidly deteriorating humanitarian situation in Gaza, urging parties to collaborate with Sigrid Kaag, the UN's new humanitarian and reconstruction coordinator. Kaag's role is crucial in expediting aid delivery to the region, where hundreds of thousands need essential supplies like food, water, and medicine. Following a private meeting with the Kaag, the 15-member council publicly reiterated their support for her mission. Kaag, speaking to reporters, expressed optimism about the council backing. She emphasized the irreplaceable role of UNRWA, the UN agency aiding Palestinian refugees, especially given the significant hunger crisis in Gaza, affecting over 500,000 people. The article detailed challenges faced by UNRWA, including funding suspension from major donors like the US and Germany. The suspensions followed Israeli allegation linking 12 UNRWA employees to a cross-border raid on October 7. The Israeli government has accused Hamas and other groups of misusing aid and UN facilities for a military purpose. UNRWA has denied these claims and responded to the accusation against its staff. The U.S. State Department indicated that potential resumption of UNRWA funding contingent and through an investigation into any employee Hamas connection without a renewed funding. UNRWA's operation could case by February's end. UNRWA stands as Gaza's largest aid provider amidst Israel's conflict with the Hamas, which has displaced most of the population and created humanitarian crisis. The U.S. contributing over $300 million annually and UNRWA's largest single donor. London, UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron stated that Britain will consider recognizing Palestine as part of efforts to achieve an irreversible peace settlement, marking a potential major diplomatic shift. Cameron, speaking at the reception in London on Monday night, emphasized the need for Palestinians to have a political horizon, leading a two-state solution prospect currently handled by Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's strong opposition. The vision of two-state solution must have a clear progress, Cameron said. Recognizing a Palestinian state could be a step towards making its process irreversible. Last week, Cameron urged Netanyahu and Jerusalem to support the two-state solution as a path to peace for both Israel and Palestinian people. However, Netanyahu has consistently rejected such efforts, even from allies like the U.S., urging that it would be endanger the state of Israel and criticizing attempts to coerce Israel into agreements. Cameron outlined in his speech how the UK, along with the allies, might increase pressure by considering the recognition of a Palestinian state at the United Nations. We should start defining what a Palestinian state would entail and how it would function, he stated. Cameron added that this approach, including potential recognition at the United Nations, could help solidify the peace process. Responding to inquiries about recognizing a Palestinian state, Cameron told the parliament last week that the UK would consider such a move when the time is right. China's foreign ministry, represented by spokesman Wang Wenbin, described the acceptance of the Taliban ambassador as a routine diplomatic procedure on Wednesday. This statement follows the Taliban's announcement that China's president has accepted the credentials of their ambassador Bilal Karimi. Wang emphasizes receiving the Afghan interim government's ambassador and his credential as a normal diplomatic arrangement for China. He expressed hope for an increased global engagement with Afghanistan interim government, urging support for countries' reconstruction and development. At the Tuesday press briefing, U.S. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller addressed China's stance in recognizing the Taliban. He expressed the need for clarity, noting mixed messages from China regarding its official position on the Taliban. The only reason I'm not commenting Specifically is due to a conflicting statement from the Chinese government about their recognizing of the Taliban. I'm seeking clear understanding of China's action before making any formal assessment, Miller stated.